pretty people, it's Katie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are missing something very important to a makeup look. Hints anyone? Eyebrows. I am not wearing eyebrows today. I'm not wearing eyebrows. I make it sound like I'm not wearing like socks or something, but I did not put any brow product on my eyebrows today because we are going to be doing a little bit of a first impression / review of the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade. Now this is consistency wise, I would say it's kind of like a mousse consistency or like a whipped consistency. Very similar to the consistency of Kat Von D foundation. So let that sink in a little bit. It has like I said, a thicker whipped consistency. If you haven't tried that, I think a little bit more along the lines of the Revlon, what is it, the Color Stay whipped foundation. Similar looking to that. Now I obviously got the blonde color, and they have about five different shades. So obviously if you have darker hair, you can get darker shades. One of the biggest issues that I have as a blonde or a fake blonde is having eyebrow product that is just way too harsh or way too dark on my skin tone. Even though I do get highlights, obviously my eyebrows are still very, very light and they are very sparse. So I obviously do want to fill them in just to frame my face a little bit better, but I also don't want the color to be too dark on my skin tone. Hopefully that makes sense. If you're blonde, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're brunette and you already have big, lush, fabulous eyebrows, then you're probably like, well, what the hell is this girl talking about? But anyways, nonetheless, I wanted to try out this product because I am obsessed with my, what's it called, Anastasia Brow Wiz. I absolutely love that product, but I just wanted to venture out and try something different because I've gone through like 3 of those pencils, so just wanted to give something else a try. Now let's go ahead and get right into it and see what this stuff's all about. I am going to be using, this is a MAC 208 brush. It's basically just an angled eyeliner brush. I like this one because it's very small and I have very small eyebrows, but if you have fuller, more thick eyebrows, you could probably get away with using a little bit of a thicker brush. But I like this one because it is very stiff and it's tiny. So let's give this a shot. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm still going to take my Anastasia Brow Wiz, just the other end, just to brush out my eyebrows. Not that they need a lot of brushing because like I said, I don't have many. I could probably count them all. Hello! Sorry it's a little bit of a close-up, but I wanted you guys to actually be able to see this product going on my eyebrows. I feel like sometimes I film so close, so if you guys are watching on like big screens, you're probably like, ah, gosh! And I scare you a little bit, but sorry. I want you guys to see my pores. Don't you want to see my pores? Okay, so after I brush those out with my Anastasia Brow Wiz spoolie, any spoolie will work obviously, I'm going to take my MAC 208 brush. Again, here's like a better image of that. It's just a stiff angled brush and it is very small, so that's why I wanted to use it. I am just going to take a little bit of this product here and I'm going to take off any excess on the ends. I would rather build up the product than put too much on the brush and then I'm just like SOL. So I am actually going to start out in this angle and kind of like the arch over here. And then I'm just going to obviously brush it over to the side. So far the color is pretty good. I feel like it would be really easy to go overboard with this product. Like you have to, like there's those products, especially for eyebrows, where you can just kind of like throw it on and you'll be good to go for the day. like you can work really quickly and it's not a big deal, but for this I feel like you would really need to like take your time with it. And especially if you have like more sparse eyebrows, I guess you could say, and you're gonna have to do like a lot of filling in, it may just be a little bit more time consuming than the Brow Wiz or whatever brow product you use right now. And like some people don't fill in right in here. I have to because otherwise I would not, I literally don't have any eyebrows there, and my eyebrows literally start like right here. I have a few, but they're just really sparse, so I would either have to pluck them, which would just be weird and not cute, or I have to fill them in. And then I also have a bald spot like right in here. So now you can see the difference between A and B. And the color is pretty good. As you can see, it does match my natural hair color with all my regrowth of my blonde hair, or natural hair color regrowth, I guess. But it definitely is more time consuming than the Brow Wiz. So if you're like in a rush to, you know, get to school or get to work in the morning like most of us are, then the Brow Wiz or a brow pencil is probably easier. However, I do like the look of this, how you can use this to kind of get more, kind of like a more defined eyebrow. Like, I feel like this would be really good if you're gonna go with like a really smoky eye, because it is a little bit more intense than the Brow Wiz is. Because for the Brow Wiz, you can actually create like little lines on your eyebrows that actually look like hair. This is going to make it almost look like like a little bit more solid, if that makes sense. Instead of having like a bunch of like little tiny lines, it's going to make it all look like one seamless eyebrow. Hopefully this is making sense to you guys. I'm kind of, you know, trying to choose my words carefully to be like very specific with the differences between the two, but you know, it's kind of difficult. Overall, I actually really like it. I think the color match is really good. We will see, let me do the other route and then I'll give you like a summary of my conclusion here. With my Anastasia clear brow gel. I swear by this stuff. I've used lots of brow products in the past and they'll look good for a little while, but then after a certain amount of time, obviously, you know, with oily skin or, you know, wear throughout the day, the brow product will kind of, you know, go away, and then sometimes it's uneven, you know, just like foundation sometimes. So I find that this clear brow gel really helps not only your brows stay in place, but also keeps the product on a lot longer. So overall, I really like it. As far as wear goes, I know that it will wear throughout the day just simply because I put that clear brow gel over it, and I've tried that clear brow gel with a bunch of different products, so I know that the brows will stay in place. I will be wearing my brows all day long. In terms of ease of use, I'd say that pencils are, for me at least, a lot easier to work with, because this, it's almost like you are literally like an artist painting on your eyebrows, you know, so it's just going to be a little bit easier than just like drawing them in, for lack of better words, than actually painting the eyebrows on with the product. So in terms of ease, I'd say that a Brow Wiz or a brow pencil is going to be a little bit easier to work with, but if you know what you're doing and, you know, you're really trying to create very defined brows, then, you know, I'd say that this is the way to go. You know, if you're going to go with a full glam look, you know, smoky eye, you know, bold lips, all of that, and you're going to play up your eyes a little bit, then you want those brows to really frame that, so that way, you know, it kind of evens out your face a little bit, kind of frames your face a little bit. And when you want to go with a look like that, I would say, and you want the defined brow, then this would be the way to go, because it is, you know, a little bit more intense than the pencils that I've used in the past, or any powders that I've used in the past. In terms of, you know, defining your eyebrows, I would say powders, you know, probably give the least definition, and then the pencils, something like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and then this following. So, you know, I'd say if you're one of those lucky girls who has like very dark, very thick eyebrows, this is probably what you're going to want to go with, because it's just going to make your eyebrows look like perfect. One good thing that I will say about this in comparison to any pencil or powder that I used is this almost seems to tint my eyebrows. So I have very, very blonde eyebrows, and sometimes when I pencil them in the light, you can still see that my eyebrows are blonde, whereas this, in the light, it's definitely like I almost dyed my eyebrows in a way. So my eyebrows actually look that color rather than my skin looking that color. If hopefully this is making sense to you guys. Ease of use, I'd give it like a 5 or a 6. The overall look, I would give it a 10. It's just kind of dependent on what you're comfortable with and what kind of eyebrow look you're going for. Color, I would say that, you know, blondes are usually really hard to match with a solid, you know, really good eyebrow color. I've had issues with that in the past. Either they're too warm or they're too cool. I'd say that this is a really great product, especially if you're more on the tone of like an ashy blonde, then this is a really, really good color for you. In terms of price and where you can get these and the ease of getting it, the pomade was $18. Obviously, you're going to need a decent brush to go with that in order to apply the product, but if you already have something like that, then you will just need the pomade. It was $18. I personally got mine from the Anastasia website and had it delivered to my house, because when I got it, it wasn't on the Sephora website. But I actually did notice a couple days ago that they do now have the Dipbrow Pomade on the Sephora website. So then it just makes it a lot easier to get a hold of, because, you know, Sephora sometimes will offer free shipping, or you can actually go to the store and try it on. I just kind of took a gamble by ordering it online because my sister had actually used it and recommended it. It is becoming a product that's easier to get your hands on. I hope that you guys found this review and first impression helpful. Again, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and do so. I'd love to have you, obviously. And also, if you guys have any requests for videos or any products that you would like me to review, probably reviews and first impressions are my favorite videos to do. So if you have any products that you're kind of itching to try out, then go ahead and leave them down below. And, you know, if it's something that I've been thinking about purchasing as well, or maybe something that I already have, I can definitely do a review on that for you. So yeah, go ahead and let me know down below. And you guys can always follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. We can chat about makeup and become besties. Again, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!